The following is a post from Tyler Winklevoss, originally found on X. Much can be said about Zohran Mamdani's disdain for Jews disguised as anti-Zionism, but I chose to highlight this editorial because it's more about the broader hatred for Western civilization and values that got Mamdani elected, and Jews will just be the first canary in the coal mine to feel the impact before everyone else does. A lot of people have asked me if I will get involved in the NYC mayor race by supporting a candidate that can defeat Zohran Mamdani. TBH, I'm torn and undecided. Like every other city run by Democrats, NYC is a broken kleptocracy. Taxes are astronomical and services are pathetic to non-existent. Anarchy and socialism are the next logical steps in this story arc. It's what the people of NYC have been asking for years, and it looks like it's what they are about to get. Trying to fight against this tide seems like throwing good money after bad. It appears things will have to get worse in NYC before they get better. The Zoomers and Millennials need a refresher on the outcome of Marxism and socialism. They are too young to remember the crack and crime epidemic and murder sprees of the late 80s and early 90s. The squeegee men, graffiti, mugging, lawlessness, chaos, and pandemonium. Streets that were too unsafe to walk alone at night or even during the day. Getting mugged on the way to and from school was not just a rite of passage, it was an inevitability. The Wall Streeters, financiers, and hedge funders have been too busy working on their fishponds and climbing the rungs of polite society to remember to protect the system that allowed them to achieve their success in the first place and allowed New York City to once become the greatest city in the world. Not ruffling feathers was more important than questioning the ideological insanity being taught in the private schools and universities that they sent their kids to. All that mattered was fitting in and getting invited to the right dinner parties. Now their kids are indoctrinated NPCs, always protesting and supporting the current thing. Like their parents, they too want to fit in. To do so, they unironically exchange bromides and platitudes on the benefits of socialism over rosé brunches in the West Village. Because their friends hate America and capitalism, they do too. It never dawns on them that their lifestyle and studio apartment that their parents subsidize are all made possible because of capitalism. This delusional thinking was ingrained in them at an early age by institutions that were captured by insane ideology and left unchecked by their grossly negligent parents. Instead of providing their children with immunity from stupid and provably bad ideas that have only led to misery and death throughout history, these parents shrugged it off as kids will be kids. Now these kids are adults who can vote, but are totally unequipped to do so. In many ways, it's not their fault. From their parents, they learned some combination of magical thinking, preference falsification, and an inability to stand up for anything greater than themselves. As a result, they never learned how to think critically or independently. They never learned the value of Western civilization, so they don't understand why or know how to fight for it. Sometimes the only way to learn something is to learn it the hard way. Sometimes the only way to learn the value of what you have is to lose it. If that's the case, Marxism and socialism might just be what the doctor ordered.